In this session, we are going to look at how to import the budget into the system and check if your O43 is correct or not. All right, so firstly, I'm going to start by importing the budget, which I also have another video where I just show how to import the budget. But in this video, I would like to show you as well how we check if the O43 is right. Okay, so what we do is, firstly, we open our budget, and this budget needs to be the approved budget by the department and by your principal, SGB members, and so on. As you can see, here is our approved budget, and the net income and loss should be 0. In this case, in our budget, the net income and loss is 0, meaning that our total expenses is equal to our total income. Okay, now let me start importing the budget. I will go to accounting and budget. I will create one. And the year I'm going to add, I'm doing the 2020 budget. There's no 2020 in the list, so I just press enter. And here is 2020 budget imported. So there is no easy way to do this. It's really just done by the long way. So I'm just going to click on fill. And this will bring me all the accounts that have been imported into the system, and if you see, it's only income and expense accounts. So if I scroll down, you'll see you just have expense, income, cost of sales, sales, that's it. You have no balance sheet accounts nor account groups in your budget. All right, so now I will just save this so that I don't lose it. Depending on your internet, you can lose everything you've done, so it's important to save every now and then. Okay, and now your budget can be done in many ways where you can put the amounts monthly if you do the budget monthly, or you can just put it in the total column and the system will split it automatically. Okay, so I'm going to use it that way, put in the total column and let the system split automatically because that's how it's done in my approved budget. Okay, with my budget, I just like to copy and paste because usually there are cents involved and things like that. As I said, this is a very simple budget, which is just for this demo purposes, but the budget usually is not like this. It's very much, not simple, but it's long and it's a bit with weird numbers. I won't say weird numbers, but the number, well, this could be 10929364.56. You see, so I don't want to make a mistake with the cents, so I would rather just always copy and paste it. So let's see, school fee income. I will copy that and go into here and double click on total, paste. Then I will go to WCED subsidies, go here, paste it. Then the next one is school fee recovery. So I will copy it and I will search in this list school fee recovery, which is this one. Paste it. People usually tend to paste it here just because it's going in order in the budget. Doesn't mean it's going to go in order over here. So you need to pay close attention that you are putting the amount in the correct account. And then we have rental hall classroom, tuck shop, and we have donations. Scroll up, we have donations here. Lockers. For the system, I put in lockers. Cell phone. For in the system, I put in cell phones. Symmetric accessories. Metric accessories. And sport codes. Metric functions. Sundry income. Okay, so that's it for my income. What I like to do now, I actually like to post my budget and I go to accounting, budget, plan, actual, and I will run report. Sorry, this is 2021. I want last year. Okay, so I ran my budget report. Please bear in mind that we have only imported income budget. We go to the bottom and we need 11,920. Check if this is correct. So yes, 11,920 is correct. 11,920 in our budget, meaning that our total income was 11,920 that we have imported. Another check that I like to do, I go to school, WCDO43 report, and I run report just to check if in my budget column I also have 11,920, which I do. Here is my 11,920. If you see, our operating report is very different from what we began with. So I created the expense accounts there, and I'm sure that my mapping for the income is correct because my budget and my operating report correspond. Okay, now let me continue with my budget in the expense side and then we will see if it's really correct or not. So the next one is bad debts. I'm going to bad debts. We have exemptions, textbooks, stationery and printing, cleaning agents, municipality. Now that's not municipality, I have to go down. Municipality. Repairs and maintenance. Repairs and maintenance. Teacher salary. Teacher salary. Article 38 educators. Article 38 educators. Finance, admin, and other stuff. Finance, admin, and other stuff. Advertising. Now that's not advertising. I will go straight to advertising. Audit fees. Audit fees. Awards, badges, bursary, badges, bank charges, first aid. Sorry that I'm doing the whole expense budget here with you. It's just that I want to show you how the operating is going to be when I'm done. Postage and refreshments is the same, so I'll just paste it like that. School fee discounts, security, sundry expenses. Okay, now I'm done posting my budget, well, importing my budget, and I'm going to go back to my budget plan actual, and I'm going to run my report again. I need my total, my net income to be 0. So firstly, I can already see that there's a mistake. As you can see, my expenses are not 11,920, but this is because we have imported our cost of sales under here. So I will do 11,790 plus 130, and that will give me that my total expenses of 11,920. I think that was the amount. Yes. So my net income is 0. That is absolutely correct. It means that my budget in the system corresponds to my approved budget in my Excel spreadsheet. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my O43 report. I already know that my that my income has been mapped correctly. Now let's check if my expenses have been mapped correctly. Okay, I see there is a mistake in the expenses, and let's investigate why. We know it's a mistake in the mapping of the expenses because our, what do I call it? Our income had already given us 11,920, which we see here, which is correct. So it means that we are short on 130,000 rand. And I already know what that is because of my budget. So if I come to my budget, I can see my total expenses is 11,790 And if I go to my O43 report, I can see 11,790. So the difference is here in the cost of sales. Okay, you can see 130 here that relates to the bad debts and the exemptions. So let's go map the bad debts and exemptions, which I think they are not mapped. Let's check it out. Yep, bad debts and exemptions are not mapped. So we double click and that goes to other expenses. And that also goes to other expenses. So I'm going to run my O43 report again and we should have 0 there. And there you go. It's now a 0. So I did this to show you that there are possibilities that we have a mistake in the O43 mapping or in the budget and so on. So what we have to do, we have to go back into our budget, check, okay, what was the total? What have I imported? Blah, 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 blah. If we're sure that our budget is correct, meaning that we get this 0 here in our budget, then it means that it could only be our mapping. There is something wrong with our mapping. That's when we have to go back into our chart of accounts and investigate which accounts have been mapped and which accounts have not been mapped. Investigate if the accounts have been mapped to the same entry twice. Investigate if the accounts have been if the accounts have not been mapped, and so on. So it's important to always just monitor and verify if you have mapped it correctly. What we are aiming for in U43 is this. We need the 0 here. Then we're sure you have mapped correctly, you've imported the correct budget. And now your process of allocating in the system will run smoothly.